Fantasy Basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got Real Madrid taking on the Los Angeles Lakers.
This is Kevin Durant. Welcome to 2KU.
So it's Madrid now. Rodriguez with it. Inside, and it's Borussia finishing it off. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
And Fernandez kicks to Rodriguez. Pass to Mirotic. Rodriguez outside. There's the pass to Mirotic. Here's Huey. Just 5 to shoot. And lots of contact here. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender breaks all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Madrid shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. One, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Who's out of bounds? Madrid takes possession. So it's Madrid now. It's a three-point game. Rodriguez goes in, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Madrid on D. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sidelines.
Yes, I caught up with the head coach of Madrid. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. Here's Boozer. And so just over a minute and a half played. And Kobe Bryant again.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
So it's Madrid now. Here's the feed to Fernandez. Here's Huey. Off target with his three. Madrid on D. Outside Hill. On the corner. Bryant can't get it to go.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Pass to Rodriguez. No one near him. And another basket for Madrid.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
The Lakers off to a slow start. Trailing by 5. Outside, Kobe. And the Lakers get it back. Hill kicks to Lynn. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net. Madrid leading by 3. Rodriguez goes in. The quick look, no good that time.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. Probably should take out.
And blocked. Huey, the pass to Rodriguez. Here is Borussia. He's guarded by Johnson. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Barusis.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Kobe, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. Hill dishes to Boozer. Here's Lynn. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Rodriguez passes to Huey. Back to Rodriguez. Uncovered. Shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Johnson outside. He feeds it to Lynn. Intercepted. And now here's Fernandez. The fast break opportunity. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
For 3, Kobe. Hill kicks to Boozer. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Madrid?
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Hill. Young comes in for Johnson. Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And he can't hit the second. Madrid leading by 7. Pass to Carroll. It's up a 3. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Kobe. The kick out to Young. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Ahead. There's the dish to Carroll. No one near him. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Boozer dishes to Kobe. They need this one. Rebounded by Madrid.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Bryant that's for 2, and he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Kobe's got 6.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Here's Draper. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And Kobe, here we go. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Missed inside. To the inside. Darden lays it up and banks it in.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
Yeah, it sure has. But with as many points as they've got in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And the horn signals the end of the first. Not much offense so far. Madrid leads by 9. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused. They've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Lakers trailed by 9. There's Nash with the 3. They get it back. Randall passes to Young. Nash outside. Again, Nash missing. to the left side wing. Here's Diaz. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nash kicks to Saka. It's stolen. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kobe Bryant certainly had a unique childhood, spending time in Italy where his father played professional basketball. Kobe said, once I moved overseas, the game of basketball became my refuge. I developed a passion and relationship with the game. My grandfather used to tape games and mail them to me. It was special just to sit down and watch the game. Gentlemen, over to you.
He's always had that passion. Thanks, Doris.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Up and in on the layup. He has 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is
for Steve Nash. And Madrid making a change here. Lakers trailed by 12. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Lynn. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Madrid shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Falls for Fernandez. Here are the Lakers. 15-point game. Here's Lynn. And again, no good by the Lakers. Lynn's gone 1 of 4 from the field. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Mesri. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. And Madrid leads by 17.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
That shot wide open. Madrid leading by 15. To the paint. The layup off target. Johnson goes in. Kicks it to Lynn. Throws it up high. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Huey, the pass to Mirotic. Out to the right wing. Here's the screen. And Huey kicks to Mirotic. Off target from three-point range. Lakers trailed by 15. Now Randall. Back to Johnson. The kick out to Young. Jacks up a 3. And he gets it to go. Young's got himself going there. His first points in the game of the deep ball.
That kind of defense is just not going to cut it because they have to get a hand in his face.
Time called here, but decides to talk it over.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. That's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ryan Kelly comes in for Randall. Took him no time at all on that one. Fernandez has got 8.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
And a wide open look for Lynn. They shoot again. Kelly. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Pass it to Huey. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. Rodriguez has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. Look at the points, and they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense is really clicking here.
Maybe that'll ignite it. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are, look at them, they are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Rodriguez against Land. Can't hit. And Madrid will go the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field. Broke out the finger roll. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Timeout call for Lakers.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And Madrid making a change here. Lakers trailed by 15. He kicks it to Young. 3-pointer. And he gets it to go. Young's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers.
So hard to try to play defense with the height mismatch out there that's on the perimeter. They gave up the 3-pointer.
To the left wing. LaRusis passes to Rodriguez. 44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Tries to keep it alive. And the pass to Reyes. Down low. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Ryan Kelly. Kobe comes in for Nick Young. And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin. Lakers trailed by 15. Here's Kobe. And that one's drained from the low block. Bryant's got 8 points.
But I really like the set they ran there.
Pass to Slaughter. Back to Rodriguez. There's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Nash with no one around. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first half of play. Madrid ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Now it's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Lakers trailed by 15. for the Lakers.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Here's Fernandez. The shot will not go. Excellent D there from him. Kobe against Rodriguez. That's good. 12 points for Kobe Bryant.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Tries from 10. Here's Boozer, and the rebound paying off as they go down 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Rodriguez passes to Mirotic. And a great assist by Rodriguez as that one goes in. And Madrid leads by 13. And here are the Lakers. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And Bryant gets it to go. Here's Rodriguez. He's got 6. Feeds it to Mirotic. Here's Huey. He's guarded by Johnson. And Huey kicks to Mirotic. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul on the shot clock. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And that one falls from Mirotic. And so Mirotic nails both of them. Lakers call time here. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, that Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, I love it. I'm called here. Madrid decides to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. He wants them running a disciplined, organized offense with an emphasis on setting screens and creating open shots on the floor for their shooters. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Kobe, and he converts the lead. Kobe's got 11 in the second half.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
Bryant got 13 points in just this quarter.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Rodriguez goes in, and another basket for Madrid.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
Certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
On the wing, Bryant. They double team Kobe. Back to Lynn. To the inside. And stolen by Mirotic. Johnson against Rodriguez. Mirotic has a wide open look. No good on the triple. Lakers trail by 12. The drive by Bryant. That's good. Bryant got 23 points.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Rodriguez passes to Mirotic. Now Barusis. He's guarded by Hill. Inside, Rodriguez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rodriguez has got 10 points. Kobe with it. 23 points in the game. A floater, and that is good. He's got 25.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of play.
And Ewing kicks to Mirotic. Passes it to Barusis. To the paint, and that's out of bounds. Madrid will retain possession.
They have no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Randall's checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Carlos Boozer. Nick Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Nash in for Jeremy Lin. Outside Carroll. Shot clock at 6.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Garden the pass to Carroll. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Madrid.
And they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low. Job they're doing at the foul line since halftime. I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Madrid leading by 12. The pass to Slaughter. Pass to Darden. Using his post move to get the 2 points.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Nash outside. A 3 from Bryant. Rebounded by Madrid. 17 points was their biggest margin. Passes it to Reyes. High, arcing shot. Here's Carroll. Steve Nash with the rebound.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Madrid leads by 14. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Now, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Madrid leading by 14. The pass to Garden. Draper, defended by Young. Draper, and there's the whistle. Foul hard, and the shot will go to the line. It goes on Ed Davis. second free throw. Lakers trailed by 15. Kobe, that's for 2. Bryant can't get that one to fall. And it's Madrid's ball to the inside. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Lakers making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. Here is Davis. Right side, Bryant. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. Pass to Ewing. Right wing takes a 3. The shot by Carroll, no good.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Madrid leading by 15. Darden defended by Young. Bryant comes with the double team. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Jordan Hill is checked in for Randall. Boozer comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Johnson in for Young. And here's Barusas. And Huey kicks to Fernandez. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rodriguez. A rebound by the Lakers. Boozer's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bryant, that's for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here's Barusas. Here's Rodriguez. Here's Ewing. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And Madrid leads by 17. Los Angeles calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Turnovers, Clark and Steve have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark?
Fernandez, that's good.
Nice pass there by Sergio Rodriguez.
Lakers trailed by 19. And here's Kobe from the arc. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly. He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He jumped center stage now.
With the fadeaway. And it doesn't even draw iron.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, it looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Mirotic, the pass to Rodriguez. To the middle. It's stolen by Hill. To stop the run. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Ewing. A rebound by the Lakers. Boozer's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Hill dishes to Kobe. Second shot opportunity. Again, the miss by Kobe.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Lakers trailed by 21. Boozer kicks to Kobe. Bryant is doubled. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Bryant.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Passes it to Barusas. Rodriguez outside. Here's Huey. Over to the left wing. Barusas passes to Huey, and he gets it to go.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, guys, every coach would love star player every minute of an NBA season, but it's impossible given the limits of endurance and risk of injury. It's basically a balancing act. I think teams are becoming wiser though, in terms of keeping players fresh and helping them recover between games.
Rodriguez passes to Mirotic. And Ewing kicks to Mirotic to the wing right side. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys. Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, really at both ends of the floor. Nothing seems to be going their way. They would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Diaz, defended by Nash. Here's Diaz. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
And here's Los Angeles. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. So it's Madrid now. Here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Young with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
That's like a layup from him. He's just wide open out there.
Young's gone 3 for 3 from deep so far. Perfect. The pass to Slaughter. To the inside. Rejected by Sacre. Young outside. Another miss by Young.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he can probably get a better shot in that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
And here's Los Angeles. Nash with no one around. Misses the three.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
It's picked off. Out of bounds. Madrid takes possession. And it's Madrid's ball. They're on a 14-3 run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Frustration foul there. You've got to maintain your composure.
Yeah, he lost his cool there, Steve. I mean, you can understand it, but you can't excuse it.
They set the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. So it's the Lakers now. Henry dishes to Young. From past the arc. Good. And so Madrid takes the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.